Hello, everybody. It is our back to school pep rally. We are so excited to hang out with y'all. Grab whatever you need to get comfortable. We'll see you guys back here in about 30 seconds.
Yay!
I was so excited about it. I had to go on Amazon and buy some pom-poms.
You don't have your originals anymore?
I do. You know what I do, but they're in like a shadow box somewhere in my garage.
I think my mom has mine in her attic.
We should crack those open at some point. But
yes.
Got some pink ones. I'm so excited. It's back to school season. How are y'all doing tonight?
Good. Pretty good.
Back to school season.
Busy. How busy is everyone? Crazy busy, yeah?
So busy. But like so fun. Like all of the fun stuff. I love it. All good things. But yeah, everyone's crazy busy. We are so excited to hang out virtually with everybody. If you are watching live on one of our live streams, please go ahead and share and say hello in the comments. We have missed doing our virtual get-togethers and hangouts. And so we wanted to kind of come together and have our own little mini pep rally to get ourselves all amped up for the school year, because while the school year is long, there's also like a good energy, I think, about like the start of a fresh school year. Mm-hmm. So we've got all kinds of stuff to share with y'all tonight. And if you take a look, there's like the banner down there. We've got a little bit.ly link, like special thing for all of you. So if you're watching us, you can grab that link and you're going to have access to all kinds of great tools and templates and some of our favorite things. There's just so much. There's so much.
But you shouldn't just type in the bit.ly and then leave us now. Like,
no.
Hang out with us for the next little bit. We're pretty cool. We think so.
I think we're pretty cool. I think we're a hoot. We're a good time.
And you don't get all four of us together very often. So
no, you really don't. We really, and like we're never in the same room. So the fact that we're all in the same like virtual space, like this feels like a party to me. Like I've been looking so forward to this, just hanging out with you guys.
Me too.
Oh man. It's like it recharges my soul. And for the folks who are watching, we've got giveaways like all hour long, which is absolutely fabulous. But you can only enter if you are here tuning in. So that is fabulous.
And I'm excited to talk with all of you because everyone we all dropped our ideas into that bit.ly display that we created, but we didn't really get a chance to share with each other either. Necessarily. Some of them I think I know from working together with you, but maybe not everything. So I'm excited to get something new too. Get pumped up for the start of the year. Yeah. Obviously, like new school supplies makes me the happiest. Anybody else?
Me.
Can we give a nod to the school supply aisle? It's sadly making way for Halloween, but that doesn't hurt me that much. I can give it room for Halloween, but I was excited about that aisle.
This is when I like to go the best though. It's like school's already started. Yes. They're swapping out the Halloween stuff. This is when you go get everything on sale and you stash it in a tub for like next school year too, where you start to we like to get creative and use things for different purposes, right? But I always, as a parent, this is when I go and stock up on I know we need a lot of blue folders and notebooks and grab these, and when they're like 10 cents instead of 45.
Yes.
There you go.
Stock up prices. Okay, so let's go around. What are y'all's favorite school supplies? What do you still buy every single year? Does anyone have a favorite thing?
dry erase markers popped in my mind right away. I need a fresh full pack, the big one, of dry erase markers in at least 2 sizes. All the colors.
Nice.
I need all the colors.
Nice.
I usually get a new set of flare pens.
Oh, flare pens.
I was just going to say like basic pencils that you need, like that you just need all the time throughout the year. Like it's a great time to get them.
Yes. Yes.
Quick fact about Maggie. Maggie only writes in pencil.
I do only write
You
in
Is your favorite the Dixon
mechanical pencils? Yes.
Only mechanical pencils.
Mechanical. Oh.
Yes, mechanical pencils. So I know what you're talking about. She gets the brand new mechanical pencil pack at the start of the year.
I never knew that about you. I never knew that about. Look, somebody else is like, "Yup, the flare pens." Yup.
See, and I can only write with these Dixon Ticonderogas. They're the best.
Those are the VIP pencil. Those are the pencils.
They are.
I mean, I'm not against those, but I'm just saying, like, what I tend to use, and it's like if I need like replacement lead, I'm like, no thanks, I'll just throw it out and I'll get a new one.
Just starting fresh.
I like those Mr. Sketch.
I always have to get a fresh pack of I like the thick ones and I like the thin ones. So I get both every year. Like I always just need to start the year.
But do you have to open all of them and give them a good sniff before you start?
Absolutely, yeah.
Of course. That was always my favorite thing. No matter what grade level you serve, these kids are always like, and then you're like, all right, guys, we're not going to sniff markers, right? Even though they're scented, we're not going to sniff markers. And they're like, we won't sniff it, Mrs. Spina. And then I turn around and everyone's got like orange and pink noses. I'm like, you're not slick. You're not slick.
You just can't help it though. They're made they're smelly for a reason.
They're smelly for a reason. They are.
You all were teaching. Do you remember when the Smensels craze went through and all the smelly pencils?
Yes. Do y'all remember though?
Really challenging to sharpen.
Mm-hmm.
Once you got it dull, you were like, I'm out.
Or they would sharpen them until they were like this big. And they were still writing with like tiny stubs of pencils. And you're like, just please get rid of this pencil.
What are we doing at this point, guys? What are we doing?
Max does that. He was like, why do the teachers ask for like 75 pencils? Who needs those? He writes until it's like completely down. And he might only go through like 2 to 3 pencils per school year. We still have boxes that we're just carrying over from year to year that come back full
We'll take them over here at this house, Michelle. We're at like 2 pencils per day.
Like
we started this school year 3 weeks ago, and I go, I gave you 20 pencils. Where are they at? He goes, well, I lost them.
I don't know where they are.
I'm like rationing them. Like, here's 4 for this week.
Yeah.
You know, when the teacher might give a reward pencil, like a smiley face pencil or like a back to school, he'll use that one. And it's like March before that thing is out because, kids are using their Chromebooks so frequently that the amount of pencil usage has reduced.
Oh my gosh. That's like really impressive.
He still has a few reward pencils from like 4th grade that he's like, put those in my backpack for 6th grade.
That's like an interesting like statistic I'd be curious about.
That,
Pencil and pencil sharpener sales declined. Like, pull out of those stocks.
Good question.
I think we were all in the pencil stock market.
That's right. Oh man, I always laugh when I always tell a story at not always, but at many of the workshops about like naming your school supplies when you pass them out to kids, like especially like the littles, like the kinders and the 1st graders. Because if you go through 86,000 glue sticks as a kindergarten teacher, right? Like they're just boom, 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 boom. So if you pass them out and you're like, this is Sally, this is Frankie, and you give them a name, then the kid's like, oh, okay. And so now it's not just a glue stick, but this is Frankie. Like I got to take care of Frankie and like make sure Frankie's got his little hat on all the way. Right? Like it's a game changer.
It's controversial, but as a kindergarten teacher, I actually hated glue sticks. They always dried up so quickly. The caps were left off. They made it. They put them in their little boxes and they'd get like stuck to crayons. I may have been also a little too type A. And I said, we're not keeping the glue sticks. We're going to use the big bottles of glue, but they had to sit on the counter and we only went and got one when we needed one.
Okay. Yeah.
Were you the teacher that like also wipes them off with a damp rag? See, because I'm the type that uses extra pencils to poke holes through the plastic stuck glue at the top the next time because I haven't wiped off the top.
I did not wipe them down, but they were not allowed to keep them in their individual boxes. So we avoided like the glue spillage and stuff. And there was always just like the glue. I had like one for each table color and they'd bring their buckets over if we were doing a glue project. But
all right.
That was just like my own OCD about glue, apparently.
I'm a little bit kooky like that about those. Let's see, I don't think I have any on my desk right now, but those little Post-it flags, you know how I love using those to like I tab everything. Yeah. And I'm still a little bit crazy about them. Like if I'm doing professional development, I will tell the educators like, hey, can you not take them off the backing? Like I want to keep all the colors. Can you try to use them in equal color amounts? I'm like, I can't even. I'm like, why am I even using these things? Like, I can't trust anyone with them, not even teachers. It's like bizarre. And this last group, I was in Quad Cities, like in Rock Island School District with this a group. They were so good with them. They actually like put I had a lot of new ones. They put it back in the plastic wrapper that it came in. They were like, we're not messing with her tabs, with her sticky flags. I like scared them into
like we're not gonna ruin Michelle's day. Oh, that's
and then I praised them. I'm like, wow, you guys, you really cared a lot to put these back. They were like, wow.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And then so you guys, home, I said, what am I doing?
That's good stuff though. All right. So we mentioned we have some giveaways tonight for whoever's watching live. And we mentioned we've got a bit.ly link for y'all. So should we hop into one of those, you guys?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna play around with this and y'all can tell me how this is going. Let me share the screen. I want to come here and here. Can y'all see that?
Yes. Success.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, what if we tried to just share like one thing on each category, and then if we have time left, we circle back.
That sounds great. That sounds like a good idea. Does anyone want to start?
One or two. Silence.
I know.
I'm adding to this slide. So
Michelle,
I'll share a favorite. I love the one-word bracelet for the start of this school year. I've like leaned into the bracelet making. I've always loved making things, but worked with a group of students last school year at the start of the year to create a one-word bracelet. We actually made bracelets and then they could keep them, wear them. And like it was their theme word of the year and they had to tell why. The actual doc that's attached is just like a placeholder for them to write down their reason or their why. And then a box of beads became like an open kind of soft start. Like, hey, if there's free time, you could make something too. And that's always a favorite just because it's creative and different. I also have used bracelet making with classes that are thinking about like symbolism, creating like a piece of jewelry to show like symbolism of different characters or things within a novel. So I don't know, I love it. Or as a memory tool, we made like the water cycle bracelet, you know, with yellow for sun and blue for the first raindrop, etc. So I feel like you could do a lot with the templates. You could use the template to plan it out. You don't have to actually make the bracelet. You could just do the plan for a design of a piece of jewelry. It's kind of different and fun.
I love that because then everyone leaves with like a little thing, like a little gifty, right?
Yeah.
That's super fun.
And
Plus, if you do miss
I've
it,
seen a kindergarten teacher made it out of paper. Like the kids just glued little squares on and put letters on them and taped it to their wrist. It doesn't have to be fancy to be fun and engaging.
Oh, I love that.
I was gonna say too, and however you do it, if you are getting some small beads, you're getting a lot of fine motor work in there too.
Yeah.
Win-win.
Win-win. Oh, I love that one. That's a really cool way to build community. I often talk about like in newcomer workshops, like having that sense of belonging. If we all have like a little thing, like a school swag or like a school pencil or a keychain, like this is a cool thing because then everyone in your class gets a little bracelet and then you have that like, oh, and even if our words are different, like we have that in common with each other. That's super cool. I like it. All right. Let's go to the next category and let's see, would anyone like to share anything in this one? Some language support tools.
Yeah,
Carly, I think you need to share your. Oh, go.
No,
Megan.
I was going to say, one of the favorite things that my students did in my classroom, they loved their clothes songs, which was it. At first, it was when I was a brand new teacher and they gave me a classroom that was filled with like, they were filled with like, just like, I don't know how to say it nicely, but like junk from other teachers.
Yeah.
Like just a pile of stuff from former teachers. And I had to go through a lot of stuff. Like one of the things that I found was these clothes songs. And it really was like a clothes activity, which was at the time, like basically like Beatles songs, the Mamas and the Papas, and they just had like words missing. And my students loved them. And we quickly ran through them all. And so then I had to go through and find like, okay, what are some like school appropriate songs that I can do with my students and have them, like do the same activity. And so I created like a bunch more clothes songs that we could do. We did them all. And it was really great, especially for when they needed like, just like a minute of rest.
Yeah.
Like they just needed, like they were getting so much language input all day long. When they were with me, they just needed like, can we just have 5 minutes to put our heads down? And so like, just like anything where they could kind of put their heads down, but still listen to English at the same time was was something that I was looking for. So those closed songs were really impactful for those students.
I love that. That's so engaging.
And I think you really hit on something that's obviously not necessarily super linguistic support geared, but like as like the pullout teacher having a separate space to just like decompress for our students is so important. And I think we overlook it by we're constantly throwing things at them. It's like, you're in this class, you're in that class, wait, go to this support service.
Yeah.
But like their brains are always on to give them those moments to just recognize that they need to breathe too, just like we do.
Yes, they absolutely do. They absolutely need that. Just right, like, and if we could be that space for them, that's awesome. So as a language support, I think that's brilliant. Plus, music is fun, right? Like sometimes music can bond us together.
Plus, the music I like is great to hear in the classroom, right? Like whatever. I don't know what they're listening to, but I do know what I listen to.
Yes, I love it.
Michelle, I think you're on mute.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Oh no!
No way.
Oh, there it is.
Why was it like that? I didn't change anything. I like turned my head and turned back and went like this, and then it was working. Anyway, I was gonna say, you could easily bring, if they get good at those, Maggie, you could easily bring that into the academic space as well. Start using songs about the topics that you teach. They'll be singing about metamorphosis in no time. Or you could use it for like, there's so many good language structures in songs. Like for onomatopoeia, there's so many like ooh baby or whatever. You've got so many good sound words too. It's good stuff.
Oh, I like that a lot. That's super cool. All right,
Michelle's our music lady.
Good idea. Love it.
I love that one. All right, We got all kinds of books. Oh, I got to share about some books here because we have a giveaway, y'all. We have actually 2 giveaways. So on the screen, these are like some of our like tried and true favorites, like ones that we just keep going back to. This over here, Emily Francis. We all know her, love her. She's the author of the book If You Only Knew, which is fantastic. But she just published this series called Millie's Journey, and there's 3 different books. They're all bilingual, English, Spanish, but they're phenomenal, and they are based on her own story. So definitely recommend those. But these are a few other ones here. This one is, let me see if nope, I can't zoom in it. I should have it here in the space with me. Hold that thought. Maybe, Rachel, do you have a book on here that you can share while I go find mine?
I love a good tried and true. Renee has 2 last names. I threw that one on there because it's not like a brand new book by any means, but I love it for the beginning of the school year in particular, all grade levels, to reinforce our kiddos who come with hyphenated last names. And, we come into the U.S. school system and sometimes they don't fit into our systems and our ways, and we end up dropping one of their last names. So I love when Renee talks about his experience through why both of his last names are important to him, because they represent 2 different sides of his family. And so that book is a bilingual book. So there's English on the top and Spanish like on the bottom, or however that one's laid out. But just a great pick. Actually, I love so many of those books by Rene Colato Lainez. He writes all bilingual books with all Latino characters. So if you're looking to bring some of those into the classroom, that is a great way to go, especially if you're doing anything with like names. We could get you a whole name unit list
for sure.
too.
Actually, on the Bitly, the must-have books, the word must-have books, I hyperlinked, and that'll take everyone to a slide deck that has probably 25, 40 like of my favorite back to school books, and lots of printables and ready to use slide decks and things like that too. A little secret hyperlink there.
Nice. We love a secret hyperlink. All right. So this is going to be one of the giveaways. So if you want to be entered, write the word me or something. Just give us some type of comment in here, and then we'll get your information and we'll send it to you. But this is a real cool one. And we actually gave away copies of this, I want to say, at our BPAC Summit, which was like one of the best major events of the year that the IRC is a part of. But this one is called Jovita Wore Pants, the story of a Mexican freedom fighter. This was a Caldecott honor book. Phenomenal, beautiful. The illustrations are just gorgeous. And because it's like a historical book, it's really cool. At the very back of the book, they've got all kinds of like deeper context for you from the authors. I always love
I love back matter.
Right? Like, oh man, because then you could take it and do like side by sides with like a fictional representation versus like a nonfiction text. And this is wonderful. So we've got 2 folks here that are each going to win a copy of the book. So congrats to both of y'all. You can email me and we'll get you can send me your information and I'll get those sent out your way very soon. So I'll put that in the comments there. Okay. So that's one that we wanted to recommend. And then another one, this is a fantastic, they call a novel in verse. So this is Ibelis Explains It All. And I think for me, the title feels nostalgic because I remember watching a show called Clarissa Explains It All. I don't know if y'all watched that.
Yes.
So if there's like a little mini text here, it says, how do you speak up when it feels like no one is listening? So this is Andrea Beatriz Arango. This was a Newbery Honor book. Again, fantastic young adult book. So chapter book. If you want to be entered for a chance to win this book, give us a comment and we'll pull from those. And then you can win a copy of this book as well. Again, we love picture books and novels for any grade level, really, truly, because there's a lot you can do with them. But these are some great giveaway books for this evening. All right. So we're going to hop back over into our fabulous bit.ly link that we have for y'all. And we're going to go on to our next page here. All right. Oh, we're talking fun engagement toys and objects.
Yay.
Rachel,
I feel like having objects just makes the lesson move. It gets kids so excited about what you're doing, and it brings the joy into something that might not have had it otherwise. So I always think about that. In fact, I will link this later. I'll do another secret link. I'll do a secret hyperlink in the word. What should we do? In the word in the word engagement. I will link this. This is actually one of my favorite ways to use objects is I will just give them to students, and then they need to use those objects during the lesson as a signal in some way. So, if you have like a resin duck, you will use it to like as a talking token with your group as a signal, or you will use it like put the duck on your head when you're ready if I'm working with littles, or put the duck on a problem that you feel confident about or a problem that you were stuck on. I will just use the object constantly throughout the lesson. It's like a great little fidget, and I will do this with a variety of objects, really whatever I have in hand, starting with a pencil, starting with, whatever you have in the classroom on hand. But I love little resin objects for that. I have like some little toothpick flags. I mean, we don't use them as toothpicks, which is clear, but like drink stirs can be a magic wand, and now we're like finding certain word patterns. So I feel like any of the objects on the screen could be used in that way for sure.
Yeah.
And I'll link my little printable booklet to the word engagement after the live. But
fantastic. Maggie, do you want to share a little bit about Jenga?
I would love to share about Jenga. So one of my favorite things is like just tools to bring to schools, classrooms is Jenga, because it's so it's easy to use. So like basically what I've done, and I think and I have to check my list. Yeah, there's 54 Jenga tiles in a set. And basically all I do is just, get a new set of Jenga tiles, and I label them with a magic marker 1 through 54. And then what I've done is, if you can see here, and I think I linked this, or I will link this, is just create like, here's 54 reading comprehension questions, or here's 54 math questions, or here's 54 anything questions that you want to do with students. And once they pull that tile successfully out, then they have to answer that question. And so it's super fun because there's the, like, is it going to fall? Is it not going to fall? Like, I mean, for me, there's no, like, if it falls, it falls, whatever. But, like it's kind of that like anticipation that students like, pulling those tiles out and then answering the questions.
Love that. I love that because kids are reading, writing, listening, and speaking.
Do you let the students like give a poke on the, how do you guys play? Are you allowed to touch the wood? Are you allowed to touch the block, or once you touch it, that's your choice?
Oh no, I mean, you've played games with me, like you're allowed to poke some of the blocks to see how loose they are or not, to see if you can pull them out.
So you'll see too on that Jenga block. Michelle and I have another link. I just stole it from Michelle and have adapted a few of the questions. But we can play it a little bit differently, where instead of having like the question written directly on the block or a number or anything like that, it's corresponding to the color. So I actually have two sets. I got this set of Jenga blocks that like are colored blocks. So you can like strategically say like, I want to only answer a purple question, so I'm going to pull a purple block. But these were from Amazon and a smidge pricier than like grabbing the regular set. And so I took the regular set and also just did sticker dots, where when people play it with this one, they don't like it as well because they can't see the dots get hidden when they're stacked. So they don't know what color they're getting versus when they play the colored version. So there's two different ways you can kind of approach that in that way.
Oh, I like that. Oh, we got all kinds of different have you guys also seen like the big old blocks, like the life-size ones, like for like a
lawn blocks?
Yeah, that could be fun too. Now my brain's going. I'm like,
they need those like they need them in foam material for classrooms.
Yes, yes, because the overstimulation of the noise with all of them falling, that's a lot. I love that. All right.
We lost Michelle again in her.
Oh no, did we?
Her sound.
Yeah. Oh no.
Does that work?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
What? So that means that my microphone is coming through my actual phone.
Oh.
I think the common thread is that I like swiped off of whatever this thing is. What's this? What's this all about? Anyway, I will try to keep my phone on, but I don't have that much battery. So at some point I'll fade away. In the meantime, I was just going to say this is linked there too. I can't zoom good.
Yep.
But it's like a dice exit ticket debrief, where students could just roll the dice and then either do a brain dump or do like explain your idea or what you learned in 10 words or less, or explain by sharing one big idea and one little detail from today's lesson. There's different prompts for each of the dice rolls.
And so many of these are so adaptable to any content area, right? Like you can apply that to literature and be like, if you roll a 1, talk about who the main character is. If you roll a 2, talk about the setting, and even if students get the same one and they repeat, that's still good language use in itself too. Yeah. Or it tells you who's paying attention.
Yeah. So one thing I will say, and I don't want to jump on your feet, Carly, but like one of the tools I shared was these dry erase dice that I bought on Amazon, because you can, like, if you're doing, like middle setting characters or like you can write whatever you want on any side of the dice. Or if you're doing like science or social studies or, whatever you're doing, you can just write on with a dry erase marker, like anything that you want to roll. And they're super versatile that way.
Oh, those are awesome. Do you still hear me, everyone?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, I just saw those at Dollar Tree. Not that I have a shopping problem, but I do. And I just saw those in the teacher aisle at Dollar Tree for $1.25.
Nice. The $1.25 tree.
Wait, for the toy, like, and object thing, we have one more giveaway. Are we doing that?
Yes, let's do a giveaway.
So we have a set of 120 sticky hands. Carly, actually, I first learned about the joys of sticky hands in the classroom from you with a great hexagon activity that you have. I feel like something that you have.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So I do the slappy hand activity, the sticky hand activity, as a sense of like community building. It's wonderful because everybody's kind of focused on a thing. So if you put like a paper clip or a coin or even like a Post-it or something in the center of the table, everyone gets a little sticky hand and everyone just kind of swats at the thing, and you try to grab, the object, and you be, like, yay, I'm the winner. And then you start over and just pop it back in the center. But it's so fun to do this. I do this with adults all the time, but it's so fun to do this with students because everyone's just screaming and stuff is flying across the room, because you might have your sticky object, like take it and throw it behind you, and people are just hooting and hollering, and it's just like a fun time. And it creates little moments of just like laughter and joy. It takes like 2 minutes of class time really, but it creates opportunities for little inside jokes to occur. And having an inside joke is a great way to like have a sense of belonging if you're in on the joke and like, oh, remember that one time? Like you create instant besties with stuff like that. So I love a slappy hand activity.
Love that too. Sometimes you're like, oh, what if they hit each other with the slappy hands? They will hit each other with slappy hands. I've never had anyone like poke an eye out with a sticky hand. I mean, I guess it could happen, but you can be like, hey, strategically don't hit each other's eyes. But I feel like, you take those things as they come. Someone could go crazy with scissors, but we don't take those away from students. Those could be more dangerous than sticky hands, but we know how to manage. So anyway, maybe if somebody comments, comment the word sticky.
Yeah.
And then we'll send you some sticky hands to use with your students. Yeah. You can slap some sight words. You can grab some shapes.
And Michelle, I've taken this one from you too, is the whole group can like throw, if you're doing like group conversation, have everybody throw their sticky hands at the wall, and whoever falls first has to answer first. And
this is good once you start getting a little weird and grimy. Then you could use it for the wall thing or the window, because then they start to fall. It's good.
Can I also say that let's say you don't have stickies, because you didn't win them in this thing.
You didn't comment fast enough. We got one winner though.
Right. But what I've done is like, have you ever done the snowball activity where everyone just takes a piece of paper and like writes an answer, like, or to whatever the prompt is or whatever. And then you just throw it across the room and everyone grabs a different one, a different snowball.
Oh yeah,
and then,
that's a good strategy.
And then everyone opens it up and then like you have to read that answer. And so you're not put on the spot because it's not technically your answer. It's someone else's answer. So you're not feeling that you're out there, like putting yourself out there as much. But you are reading an answer. And so we get to hear what everybody in the group thought.
I love that. That's super fun. And it's like low prep, right? Like, cause you don't have to like,
prep. I mean, do you have like 10 pieces of, like paper around? Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Then you're good to go. I love that. Oh, that's fantastic. All right. We've got a winner for our slappy hands, our sticky hands. That's wonderful. Email your information. I put that in the comments, and then we can get you your prize very soon. But we're going to roll. We're going to roll on to the next, and we'll see if we can come back to that one, because I think that like that topic is just
so much to say on this one.
So much. There's so many good things. All right. This one, we're talking about classroom environment stuff. Does anyone want to hop in? I've got the sound buttons. Maybe I'll talk about the sound buttons. Is that cool?
Yeah, tell us about those.
So I found these. I saw so many teachers on like Instagram and TikTok, and everybody like they were talking about these things. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna try it. And it comes in like some of them come in a 4-pack, some of them come in a 6-pack. And on some of the links that I was looking at, it said these are for training your dog. And I was like, my Shih Tzu and my Great Dane are not smart enough to learn how to push a button when they want to go outside. So
I tried to train my dog that way. It did not work out well.
Toby does it. He presses the button. I taught Toby. I will record it later for evidence.
I would love to see that.
I will post it later as afterwards, like what you can also do with the buttons.
Oh, fabulous. Okay. So for the classroom, there's a million things you could do with this as like a thing for the classroom. And I've seen like teachers do a few different things. Like some teachers will put like a Velcro, like a hard, like heavy duty Velcro thing, or even like a magnet. And then they'll pop it onto their board or like stick it near the door. And then as students leave the room, if they're working on a sight word of the week or a letter sound or something like that, they can hit the button. Oh, that's an A word. I shouldn't have said that one. If I hit the button, there's like a little tiny.
What was that word actually, Carly?
What's that?
That might not have been coming through the way you thought it was.
Oh, so I'm here. You can hit the button that says record. If I hit it, hello, hello. And then I hit the button. Hello, hello. That's so cute. It's okay. So
That
it
is
takes
really
like
cute.
just like a second to do. You could also set this up as like little reminders. Like if you have stations in your classroom, you could record the directions on here. So you hit the button, wait for it to beep, and then just like, oh, at this station, you got to da 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 da. And then when kids rotate around stations, they hit the button to hear what the instructions are, and they can
Ooh, I
repeat it
like
a few
that.
times if they need it. So like, wait, what were we supposed to do again? So
Yeah.
that's super nice. So again, like a million applications for this one
I
tool.
feel like I can really use one of those at home as well, you know? Like when I say like there's 50 things we have to do right now, I can just record it. And then anyone who wants to know what's happening next, just press the button.
Just push the button.
I love this idea.
It's so fun. So fun. So many ideas.
Along the same lines of like using Velcro or magnets or whatever, I always feel like it's an essential for the classroom to have visuals of the supplies that you're going to ask students to take out. It's a must-have for any classroom with multilingual learners because it's so challenging to follow directions and remember the names of everything. And you really don't want them expending all of their mental energy on following the directions of what to take out to be ready. So you can just have a little baggie of magnets ready, or just a few that you use all the time, have those ready. You can slide, like, we need to take out our pencil, take out your Chromebook, take out your binder, get your calculator out. And that's what we need for math today. And so you can just kind of say, this is what you will need. I feel like that's a must-have. That was always a must-have for me. And I kicked it off right from the first day of school by like when we were checking in supplies and putting things away, and I was showing them where things were in the classroom. I was using those exact visuals to show. So even though I can probably link later a set of like standard visuals for that, but I feel like it really works better with the students if you take actual photos of like your teacher, of your pencil, of your calculator, you know, of the ones that look exactly like what your students might be using.
Yeah. I love that. And I love that, like, this will cut down on like the 16 questions of, wait, do we need our Chromebook?
Yeah, we need it if it's there. You know, we need it if it's there.
Yeah. Check the board. I love that.
But then you have to remember to change the board because you get caught up and then like, ooh, forgot to do that right before they walked in. And then
yeah, I would usually, truth be told, I was not that advanced. I would usually just, as I was giving the directions, I would put the magnets out. It was a great one-to-one correspondence for anyone new to the language to learn the words even later in the year anyway. So I wasn't prepared enough to put them up in advance.
I love that. That's good.
Where's that pink eraser? That one was always like, we don't take it out that much. Things that we didn't take out that much. I never find them in the bag, but for the most part, it's a solid technique.
I love that. All right. Our next category, y'all. Oh my goodness, it's already 7:45.
I know, so late.
We have like only 15 minutes left. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh, we got a few more things we want to hit. We want to talk a little bit about different structures or like routines that might be fun or helpful kind of for back to school season. Does anyone have any preferences where we go with this one?
I can do a quick one because it's also a giveaway. This is quick.
yeah.
Sorry, I have to turn around and like get something out. So this is kind of like my back. This is my like, you need these objects cabinet. Like these are objects that I use all the time. Somewhere linked in this slide deck are like my favorite tabletop tools. Links for these different like tabletop tools are definitely there. I noticed that I'm blurry back there. But one stack that I have at all times, and I'll just pull some of them out, is like a giant stack of paper that just has 6 sticky notes on it. I have these, and I always have white too. And I like to do this in the summer, to just sit down, watch a movie, and just stick a good like stack of Post-its onto the paper. Exactly, Rachel.
You're right behind me.
I just stick them on the paper and develop a pile, a big stack. And then I can use these to print little notes for students, to print a sort, to print vocabulary cards on, and then we can put them on the wall or stick them to a group's whiteboard or anything like that. So I have a template linked here for teachers and the directions for printing on the stickies. And so I'm going to send out to somebody a stack, even bigger than this. I have like so many more, a big stack of ready to roll in the printer, prepped sticky note paper. So if you think you might want to try printing on the stickies by following the directions on the link, you can put the word sticky again in the chat. And then remember, these are going to go feeder, the inside feeder of your printer. Just as long as you put the arrow in, you'll have to figure out if it goes face up or face down. But as long as the arrow is what's pulling the paper, the stickies won't come off. They're the Post-it note brand, high quality stickies. You can't use, I don't know, we don't have any sponsorship, but so I'll say it. You can't use like the school specialty or the, the dot brand, like jot dot, whatever that is brand. You can't use those for the sticky note paper. But this is great to have in advance, because if you want to quickly do like a sort with students or have them contribute or finish a certain sentence and everybody is working on that, it's a great way to have that prepped and ready without all the cutting. I especially use the stickies for sorts or for categories that I want students to write under.
That's fabulous. So all they have to do to enter, to win that stack is just to type the word sticky into the comments, and then they'll be entered to win. I want to win that because that's such a time saver.
And in the template Michelle will send you, we have ones for the little stickies too, for like the mini size. She might not have those to send to you, but the template is there that you can print on the little stickies.
I'm all
See,
out
I
of
have
the
it already prepped, so sitting right here.
I love it.
Nice.
I love it. So that's a fabulous giveaway. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, and we have a winner.
Nicole's gonna win the prepped sticky paper. I'll throw in some extra stack of Post-its too. So then if you like the strategy, you could print some more of the white pages and keep rolling that way.
Fabulous. All right. So send us your info, Nicole. I'm going to drop that into the comments. And then we'll get you the sticky. We'll get you the sticky pages. We'll get you the sticky. All right. All right. So we're going to hop right in to our next category here. Let's see what's next, you guys. We still got so many things. Do we want to talk about our favorite robots, or should we go to the next one?
Go to the next one, because Michelle's doing a whole robot session, I know, coming up not too long.
Oh, that's right. Michelle, do you know when your robot session is about AI tools?
Well, I know for sure that I don't know if we have any directors on the live, but I know that I'm for sure presenting it at the bilingual directors meeting. That's the very next one. And then at the multilingual conference, I'll be doing that session as well, which I think registration just went live for the multilingual conference.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably I'll do it again at some point in the spring, because to be honest, it'll probably be new tools at that point, right? It'll all be new AI prep platforms. So I'll probably do it several different times this year.
Awesome.
But those are the two that I know for sure are coming up.
Okay, cool. And that bilingual directors meeting, that's only 2 weeks away. So we're excited. We're excited for that. That's going to be fun. All right. Our next slide for y'all are thinking about ways to rejuvenate, but you'll notice on this slide deck, so we've got a row here for like teachers for us to rejuvenate. And then this line here is just for everyone. Does anyone want to take one of these ideas to share? We've got a whole lot.
I didn't want there to be, I don't want an awkward silence. I feel I was like talking too much.
I know, me too.
Okay, I will say my favorite is in the very last square, which is for everyone, which is a break. just a reminder to everyone that breaks can really just be a break. We don't have to have a go noodle and a yoga pose and like you have to pull a stick, and then if it says dance, you know, like it could really just be a break. You tell the students like, hey, this is a great time to talk with your friends. This is a great time to wander about.
Yeah.
And it's just a break.
Yes.
A snack with nothing, not a read aloud, not a do your center at the same time, not like try to get your eye ready, you know, done. It's just a break, just a snack, talk, have them talk and hang or take a nap on their desk, whatever they would like to do. Just a break.
Yeah.
And you need it too. As a teacher, you need a break. Like you don't have to every time lunch comes around to multitask and eat at your desk while you're prepping something. You can just eat lunch. I know it's hard for many of us.
Yes. And chew your food. Yeah. That's good.
My other favorite is like have some of your fun drinks around, like PG fun drinks, you know, but like have some Izzy or Poppy or your iced coffees like stashed away somewhere so that when you need it, it's there.
Yeah.
With a tumbler so you can hide it so that the kids aren't being like, how come you get a Diet Coke and I can't?
I love that.
I always liked the go outside and just take a break. Like, and I feel like I used to work with someone who did kind of like a mix of these different categories, which was sometimes she would take the kids outside and do like yoga stretches, and sometimes she would go outside and just hang out with that, you know, just give them and herself or ourselves like a little break and just kind of stretch and just kind of feel, you know, like just connect to the earth a little bit.
Yes. That's huge.
Grounding is a big thing these days. Maybe we got to have everybody take their shoes off, get their feet on the ground.
Yes. I've seen a lot of like social media posts about grounding. So super interesting stuff. I love it. All right. We've got a few quick little announcements here. And if you've got that bit.ly link, we've got all kinds of really cool events. As we mentioned, registration just opened up today for the Multilingual Illinois Conference. It's the best event. It's just.
And Carly, you need to quit talking about this one because we need to brag on you that Carly is one of our keynote speakers at the conference. So if you want to see Carly live and in person, get signed up for the Multilingual Conference so you can come and see her. We'll all be there too. Actually, I'm not going to be there, but that's because I'm going to be on maternity leave.
You got better things.
What day are you speaking?
My keynote is on the Tuesday, December 9th.
Tuesday is the day to be there.
Thank you.
So one of the good things about our conference is that we do allow you to sign up just for a specific day, which we know a lot of conferences make you sign up for the whole thing. So you can just pick one day, especially we know that not all of our teachers can get off for like an entire week. So if you go beg a director, beg a principal, like you can just get a one day.
Yeah.
And can I just say, for someone who's been in this field for a long time and who has always had to drive to Oak Brook or somewhere far for this conference, the fact that it's on the South Side is something fantastic. And so if you have people who are EL, multilingual adjacent, like that would be great if they could come, you know, for a day to this conference in Tinley.
Yes. It's absolutely fantastic. And we have Carl Hooker and we have Lynn Mara Colon. She is the author. She's the co-author of a really fabulous book called Empower Our Girls. It's really good. So I'm super excited. And again, always really amazing things. We've got a few other flyers.
Hey, Carly, what about your new book? Can you mention that?
Oh, yeah.
Can you hold that up?
Wait,
Carly,
I got it right here next to me.
Her new book. Yay.
Thank you,
Mine's all tabbed up.
I'm still reading it.
Oh, you guys
so good. It's so good. You know what's the best about it, Carly, is like I can I know that I know you, so you should be able to hear your voice, but I really hear your voice in your writing. Like I can just feel your presence in the text when I read it. It's really you. It's so good. It's so good. Everyone needs to get that for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
In fact, I'm doing a giveaway. This is me. I'm sending you one of Carly's books, somebody. So, right, Carly is awesome in the chat, and I'm sending you an extra copy of her book.
Oh my gosh. That was so sweet, Michelle. I'm like gonna cry. I'm gonna try it. Like, I'm gonna suck it all in. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
one. Good one. It's
I
a must-have. Why are you promoting everything else and not showing your own book? My goodness. Sylvia's got it.
All right. Send us your info. And you know what? Yeah, there we go.
Oh, well, all of a sudden now we got a whole bunch of people back. You got to order more books.
Oh my gosh, I am so thankful. Thank you. That was really kind. That was so kind. In that bit.ly link, we also have a bunch of our flyers to upcoming sessions through the IRC. Many of y'all who are watching know we do tons of like really fun webinars. We do a lot of in-person events. So we do want you to check out like some of our upcoming stuff. Make sure that you're following Illinois Resource Center on all the socials. Follow us on all the socials because we're everywhere. We're like, I follow a guy, he's like a Disney content creator, and he calls himself the cockroach of the internet because he's on so many platforms. But so are we. We're on a whole bunch of them too. So make sure you're following Illinois Resource Center on all of these things.
I get scared to make like TikToks. I get really nervous. Like I'm too old for all that. I feel like I'm getting too old. I feel like it.
No, I just made two today.
So I've been forcing Toby, my English bulldog, to make. I don't know if you guys saw my promo for this one was like Toby eating some pencils. Toby's gonna be featured in my TikToks that our social media director is telling us to do. So if you want to see more of Toby, follow us.
Yes.
If you like English bulldogs that also carry school supplies.
Or just all dogs, because I'm not going to do it. My dogs are going to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love doggy content. So make sure you follow us for doggy content. Maggie, you've got an upcoming webinar. Is it next week already, right?
Yes, absolutely. So if you're getting some long-term ELs in your classroom, this is just a time to kind of go through what they need emotionally, what they need educationally, and to kind of see what you need to put in place for them.
Yes, this is going to be
amazing.
Be
so good.
Yeah,
such an important topic.
Yes, hot topic for sure. And then Rachel, you've got one next week as well, right?
I do. I only have two more before I'm baby time. So this one is like just definitely more informative than it's probably exciting. But we all got to keep up to speed on those Spanish language arts standards. If you are in a Spanish TBE or dual language program, it is part of our Illinois code. So if you need more info on that, that's next Tuesday.
Yes.
That's a great one to kind of register for and like be in a room with your team, with everybody on it, checking some of those boxes of things we need to know about.
Yes, absolutely. Our colleague Olivia, she offers these really wonderful free write opportunities. All of the information is on our website, but she does these on Sundays, Sunday afternoon. So all the dates are there. You can register for 1 or 7 or all of them. It's totally up to you, but it's a really cool community to be a part of. We also have a ton of information about computer science for every learner, upcoming PDs. These are like September, October, November, December, all kinds of information there on our website. And we also have an entire section of our website dedicated to advocating for students and families of immigrant backgrounds. This is increasingly important, that everybody in the school ecosystem feels empowered to advocate for all students and families that we serve in our communities. So I am going to stop my share here because it is 8 o'clock already. Holy cannoli. Are there any final words from the team that we want to share with our network, our family here for back to school season?
I feel like we should have made a cheer to have everybody up and rally everybody together.
Oh man, I should come up with something.
I will say that one of my friends texted me today that they had an emergency fire drill that they had to do today, and I was like, oh, at the beginning of school, that's tough. So I wish they could have had a cheer for that. That seems like it would have been nice.
They need a little pom-pom, little love for them. Oh man. Well, I will say I am so increasingly, every single day, very, very thankful to work with colleagues like you guys, because y'all keep me going and you all keep me inspired, and you keep giving me great ideas, and I keep learning so much from all of you. But our network too, I'm just thankful that we belong to a network of such caring human beings who are passionate about serving our kids and passionate about keeping our families connected and supported right now. And so I'm thankful for all of us doing the work every day. I think it's a nice family of education to belong to, I think.
Perfect ending words. I mean, same.
All right, you guys. So we have that bit.ly link there at the bottom. Make sure y'all use it. Grab some links and tools.
There's so much on there.
Oh man,
there's so much on there.
Yeah, we didn't get to half of it. So
there's so much. We should just do just change the theme of it and then circle back around in the fall and do another.
We really should. That'd be fun.
Right fast. Ideas not meant to scare you. We'll come back around with something else.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Have a great Friday tomorrow. We'll talk to you guys soon.